And Code of Conduct Bureau tags FCT officials on shunning corruption. This is the evening news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. My name is Aisha Obali. The Supreme Court has temporarily halted the move by the federal government to ban the use of old Naira notes from February 10, 2023. A 7-member panel led by Justice John Okoro halted the move of the federal government in a ruling in an ex parte application brought by 3 northern states of Kaduna, Kogi and Zamfara. The 3 states had specifically applied for an order of interim injunction restraining the federal government through the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) or the commercial banks from suspending or determining or ending on February 10, 2023, the time frame with which now older version of the 200, 500 and 1,000 denomination of the Naira may no longer be legal tender. The interim application is pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice for interlocutory injunction, moving the application a short while. Counsel to the applicant, Uthman Mustafa, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, had urged the Apex Court to grant the application in the interest of justice and the well-being of Nigeria. Delivering ruling in the motion, Justice Okoro granted the interim order restraining the federal government through CBN from the continued implementation of the new monetary policy. The Apex Court has adjourned to February 15, 2023 for hearing the main suit. Similarly, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has asked the Central Bank of Nigeria to consider reviewing the swap deadline if concerns persist. The fund, in a statement Wednesday in Abuja, said the advice became necessary in the light of hardships caused by disruption to trade and payment due to the shortage of new banknotes available to the public in spite of the measures introduced by the Central Bank of Nigeria to mitigate the challenges in the banknote swap process. The IMF, therefore, is encouraging the CBN to consider extending the deadline should problems persist in the next few days leading up to the February 10, 2023 deadline. And to other matters, one of the priorities of the FCT administration is to provide to the residents in most need good quality primary health care, including immunization and nutrition services. This was the focus as the Minister of State, FCT Ramoti Tijani Ali, flagged off an integrated medical outreach in Karshi, Abuja. Ifeanyi Izumba has the details.
Flag off this medical outreach program to the greater glory of Almighty God and to service to humanity.
This outreach is to be conducted across the 62 political wards in the territory. Powered by Nigeria Unite for Tinubu Shetima, mandate was targeted at the vulnerable and hard-to-reach communities. The Minister of State FCT stressed that the routine immunization has been suboptimal, partly due to the challenges of COVID-19 pandemic.
We in the Federal Capital Territory are aware of 2 approaches to the implementation of the primary health care scheme: the facility-based and the mobile outreach approaches. Over time, emphasis has been on the facility-based services, which could give about 40% coverage of those in need. The 60% could be achieved through focused, integrated mobile outreach approach, as we are witnessing today.
Acting Executive Secretary, FCT Primary Health Care Board, Dr. Isa Yahaya Vatsa, appreciated the group in partnership with the administration in providing quality health care to the people.
It is not something you can see on the face of an individual. It is something that you have to go and check. Once your blood pressure is high, you run the risk.
Other services include eye screening, free glasses for those that need them, blood pressure screening and temperature check. Ifeanyi Izumba, NT News.
Meanwhile, the Code of Conduct Bureau has challenged officials of the Federal Capital Territory administration on joining the federal government in the fight against corruption while discharging their responsibilities. The Bureau chairman, Professor Isa Muhammad, threw the challenge at a workshop in Abuja. Onoze Yakubu completes the story.
The Code of Conduct provides that employees must at all times be accountable to the people, serve them with utmost responsibility, integrity, loyalty, and efficiency, as well as exhibit patriotism and justice, and to live modest life. The chairman, represented by Bulu Zafania, says the program is to reawaken the consciousness of political office holders in changing the narrative of leadership by complying with the provisions of the Code of Conduct.
Good people of FCT are looking upon to your leadership with hope and belief that you shall be honest, transparent, and accountable.
The launch of an online asset declaration portal that will serve as a pilot for FCTA staff is a catalyst to achieving this mandate.
It is important that we know so that we be guided, because lack of knowledge of it will not necessarily exonerate you from the blame.
Every public officer is guided by a code of conduct. You don't put self-interest above the collective interest of Nigerians. You don't enrich yourself. You don't enrich your family at the detriment of the Nigerian people. You declare your asset, as most of us have done.
It is good at this time that the country is going through this election and through a lot of challenges, so that the public office holders should be able to know what is expected of them and what they need to do.
The workshop, organized in partnership with the FCT administration, was attended by political office holders in the 6 area councils. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Anti-security. Residents of Ushafa community in the FCT have called for urgent attention of security agencies to the recent security challenges in the community. Abdullah Hajiam monitored the security check program called the police, where this issue was highlighted.
The weekly security check program called the police on the Unity Station NT Abuja focused on the absence of police posts near the Ushafa community. Issues of kidnapping and robbery was reported in Ushafa, with residents lamenting that more police presence is required. Police Public Relations Officer FCT Command DSP Josephine Adi advised residents to be security conscious and to report any bad behavior or strange movements that are observed.
The CP has been having closed doors meeting with the other security agencies. So a lot of meetings and strategies have been put in place, and it's still ongoing. And I can say from the police end, we are ready to for the election day. There is no cause for alarm. There is no problem. All the here and there, all those things does not affect our operation and our activities.
The police also advised residents to abide by rules and regulations of the police. Aisha Abdullahi, NTA News.
We sincerely apologize. That report was by Aisha Abdullahi. As part of measures to lend the needed support to officers of the Nigerian Immigration Service and create an enabling environment to sharpen the skills of women, the Nigerian Immigration Officers' Wives Association has inaugurated the pioneer executives of the association FCT Command to advance commitment to service and humanity. Cecilia Julius reports that the event was attended by the Comptroller General, represented Imowa National President Mariam Issa Jiri and other top officers.
At the gathering of the immigration officers' wives, the Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service represented and the Imowa National President Mariam Issa Jiri congratulates the newly inaugurated pioneer executives, calling for readiness of the leadership to work relentlessly in the delivery of its mandates for the desired success.
I will start by congratulating FCT Command. I know they have come a long way. They have put in their input to make this a success. And honestly speaking, they have made me proud, which I believe you can testify. And I believe they will do more than what they intend to do by the grace of God.
The CG is always ready to support them in all they do, because we are very proud of them. And we think that to support them, the empowerment and everything will also help the officers, because they are the husbands.
The executive, I want them to put their best in, and I want them not to be intimidated. In this age and time, women, off we go. You can see the women call we have, and everything is all about women today. So I just want them to know that what a man can do, a woman can do even much, much better.
My career today is one of those best days, that a legacy that was started by my immediate, the ACGs you see here standing. They've been very supportive to me.
Plaques, as well as awards for selfless service, were presented to awardees with beautiful displays by different cultural troops. 5 points of the event was the fundraising for its pet project, the Imowa FCT Chapter Skills Acquisition Center. Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
Climate change has continued to have short and long-term effect on humanity, especially on rural farmers who have very little understanding on how scientific reactions occur in an ever-changing world where seasons surface with different atmospheric effects. To this end, the Mandate Secretary of Economic Planning, Revenue Generation and Public-Private Partnership of the Federal Capital Territory Administration had a one-day interactive session with small farm holders in the 6 area councils of the FCT on effect of climate change. Deborah Gazaji has the report.
In the causes of climate change, guest speaker Olufunke Adegoke says increase in human activities strengthen the effect of greenhouse emission and the need to understand the dynamic of changes in temperature and rainfall pattern is of great importance to the small farm owner who has little knowledge on how they happen.
This program was put together on the platform of Alda Nepad. They have the mandate to sensitize the farmers. Climate change is affecting farmers. We need to sensitize them so that they will know ways to mitigate this effect.
Nepad is very passionate about food and nutrition. So this is why we say this is a very welcome development.
The Sarki Noma of Abaji Area Council, Mohamed Dangana, commends the FCTA as he is better informed on the effects of climate change. He, however, laments how pests have continued to devour his crops until now.
We have enjoyed the conversation. We farmers are faced with too many challenges, but at least we know how to address them. We are grateful.
Now, if I go back, I will imbibe the method of using improved variety of whatever crop I want to plant. I will also know how to avoid bush burning.
About train the trainers. The few farmers we are seeing here are actually called out of the thousands of farmers we have in FCT to go back on what they have learned today, to go back and teach other farmers.
Planting of crops which are resistant to drought and heat is a very adaptive farm method which should be encouraged among farmers to ensure food security. Deborah Gazaji Maika, NTA News.
The pain of war knows no tribe or religion. War engulfs everyone, rich or poor. Homes are destroyed, emptied by the darkness of war. During war, everybody loses, nobody wins. The innocent pays the price of our ego with their blood. They are badly affected by a decision they didn't make. Dialogue is the only way out. We are stronger together. We should never separate. We are one Nigeria. Our oneness, our strength, our beauty.
Ladies across Nigeria and some countries in Africa are set for this year's 24th IBB Ladies Open Golf Championship, which kicks off Thursday in Abuja. The club's lady captain Joy Ikwe said this year's edition will give the golfers the opportunity to compete under the World Handicap System newly introduced by the Golf Federation of Nigeria. Gideon Yohana was at the press briefing.
The week-long tournament will see the ladies compete for honors in the 3-day event. Addressing the media at the IBB International Golf and Country Club, Lady Captain Joy Ikwe said over 156 players, which includes lady golfers from Nigeria, Uganda, Botswana, and Ghana, as well as resident diplomats, will showcase their prowess in the week-long competition. Joy said the tournament will be in gross format, where the winner will be the best gross player.
Friday, we're going to have that day one play, where the players are going to be gathered. So we're going to start on Friday, day one play. And it's something we do every year. It's an annual event in IBB Golf Club.
IBB is starting this tournament, I think, with your greatest. Well, one of the features is that it emphasizes gender tees, men's tee box, lady tee box.
The organizers say the official tee of ceremony will take place on Thursday. Meanwhile, the defending champions police officer Amina Wilfred will not be defending the title, as she has been elevated to the pros category. In Abuja, Gideon Yohana, NTA News.
He's with that sports report that will wrap the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Stay tuned for the translation of some of the news. Good evening.
Magbaje reshaje wona bi ku shagbadai iwana bashi babadai wo mo prices wa yuba wona wago anabaje gai anabaji guna gungun asidai nge galuko wada na gwan akiyenya biadudu la patamane la washi ko ga babatu nge gwamnati badada ankwa ga nge atabeshi apmana yiwe akoko yi epie kokko na epie gwa wani nge alanyi pie ko yin babatu shiya wada isa na gwan Justice John Okoronu wono be da bede kwentuga akiku atanje Kaduna Kogi na da Zamfara baba babuchi wo galko wada goganje Otman Mustafa woni hisan wada wabedage bashi apma wo bagbati ashin bagbatu agiwe dogwood na gwan sibien aza jogodu na apmashin agiwe akokwenyan wagodu wenga nga azaba ashin apma na agiwe akokwenye kwen nyalo nyipie inko epie kwen na pia woche atnu na be jebe asase shi adawa ekwen anabaja chogoti dai nke akin zidna atatishi bala aguga kwaje nke azabwa na shigbolo daidai shako kuce nke zidna ekwen babye yanu akin zidna dogoda zazai ramatu tijani aliyu bai da sanu ngo be gu ayasa shigbe shi majin ya karshi dada nge ifan zumba wada inga zana gbanje Dr. Isa Yahaya Vasla wala wo badagunye imbaga nge baba majin ye ntu ntinubu shatima bai bagodo nge be bazan akule ashe abanu hwa dudu shitna ti aba nke zidna ekwen ba ga abi aguma shigbe ayo shigbe dana na magai na dana shigbe ajeyi gwamnati atete shi ba bagbatu fi kisi na kpage atete shi ba bala wasu do gwamnati kiye nyai ba sukun na abanu ko shi na tete shi ba aza mbata fi bagbatu tete shi ya lon nge woni se Yakubu wada nge shi kpage da Professor Isa Mohammed wonu bai ga ayoka yaye we godo we da nge gwamnati ta fazad na tete shi ba we shi abanu ko na tete shi ba abaza epia agmeya na tete shi ba ahwan azana gban gbogbo bi eku ayoka ga bayin godo nge zaza hello we fi bagbatu wo tete shi ya itu ekin abegi bo magbaja na bayi kuzo ibeji adawo su shekwa gife paga shekwa ni jisu saisu
Masu kallonmu barkanmu da mace ga fasarar takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Isiyaku Buhari Suleja. Kotun koli ta dakatar da dokar da gwamnatin tarayya ta saka na hana amfani da tsofaffin kuɗi daga 10 ga watan Fabrairu 2023 wanda alkalai guda 7 bisa jagorancin Justice John Okoro sun saurari karar da wa'yansu gwamnonin jihohin arewa guda 3 suka shigar. Kaduna, Kogi da Zamfara. Daga ƙarshe kotun ta bayyana cewa za a ci gaba da shari'ar ranar 15 ga watan Fabrairu 2023. Karamar ministan babban birnin tarayya Ramatu Tijjani Aliyu ta bayyana cewa yana daga cikin manufofin gwamnatin babban birnin tarayya don ganin an samu wa mazauna birnin ƙananan asibitoci masu kyau da kuma yin allurar rigakafi da kuma magunguna. Wakiliyarmu Ifeanyi Zumba ta ruwaito mana cewa ministan ta bayyana haka ne a lokacin kaddamar da wani shiri na bayar da tallafin magunguna da kuma gwaje-gwajen marasa lafiya da wata kungiya na magoya bayan Tinubu Shetima ta fara a karshe, wanda kungiyar ta ce za ta bi dukkan gundumomi na kananan hukumomi 6 da ke babban birnin. Hukumar kulawa da bin dokokin ma'aikata ta shawarci hukumar raya babban birnin tarayya da su haɗa hannu don yaƙi da masu cin hanci da rashawa a lokacin gudanar da aiki. Wakilinmu Onoze Yakubu ya ruwaito mana cewa shugabar hukumar Professor Isa Muhammad shi ya yi wannan kiran a lokacin taron ƙara wa juna sani wanda aka gudanar, wanda an samu halartar masu ruwa da tsaki a wajen taron. Jama'a, ƙarshen fasarar takaitattun labaran kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
Ekele m gị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Onu. Gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Ụlọ ikpe ukwu ala anyị akpọrọ Supreme Court akwụsịla iwu gọọmenti ala anyị nyere banyere imechi ego ochie n'abalị 10 nke ọnwa Febrụwarị n'afọ 2023. O kwere nghọta na mmadụ 7 nakwa ọkaikpe ukwu Justice John Okoro kwụsịrị ya bụ iwu n'ihi mkpesa sitere na steeti Kaduna, Kogi nakwa Zamfara. Ya bụ steeti rịọrọ ka enyetụ ha obere oge tupu ha emechie iji ya bụ ego azụrịta ahịa. Ibu ọrụ dịrị gọọmenti isi ala anyị abụrụla ihe ahụtara dịka inyere ndị obibi isi ala anyị aka gboo mkpa ha, ezigbo ụlọ ahụike nta nakwa ebe a na-agba ọgwụ mgbochi. Ifeanyi Ezumba wetara akụkọ na nke a bụ ebe a gbadoro okwu mgbe minista bụ aka na-achị steeti isi ala anyị Ramatu Tijjani Aliyu gbapara ụlọ ahụike n'ime ime obodo dị na Karishi n'isi ala anyị. ụlọọrụ akpọrọ Code of Conduct Blue agbanweela ndị ọrụ gọọmenti isi ala anyị n'ihe banyere inyere gọọmenti aka lụso mpụ ọgụ mgbe ha na-arụ ọrụ ha. Onoze Yakubu wetara akụkọ na onye isi na ya bụ ụlọọrụ ọkammụta Isa Mohammed wepụtara nke a mgbe ha nwere nzukọ n'isi ala anyị. Ya bụ nwa amadi gakwara n'ihu kwuo na nzukọ a bụ iji kpọlite mmụọ ndị nọ n'ọkwa site na ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị dị iche iche ma mee ka ha gbanwee etu ha si achị isi. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ebe a ka anyị pịachiri nke taa. Ndewo.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ o, ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn láti lè ṣe àmóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. Ilé ẹjọ́ gíga jùlọ ti dájọ́ fìdíhẹ láti ẹnu adájọ́ àgbà Justice John Okoro tó ṣáájú ìgbìmọ̀ onídàájọ́ ẹlẹ́ni méje wípé pọ́nrán o kò gbọdọ̀ sí ìdádúró lórí níná owó àtijọ́ láti ọjọ́ 10 oṣù kejì ọdún 2023 ní èyí tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti kéde àfisẹ́yìn ìtẹ́gùn fiṣọ́ owó náà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ mẹ́ta láríwá ilẹ̀ wa Kogi, Kaduna àti Zamfara ló pẹjọ́ yìí tí wọ́n sì pèrègede ní èyí tí ilé ẹjọ́ náà sún ìgbẹ́jọ́ mìíràn di ọjọ́ 15 oṣù yìí bó ti wù kó rí. Látàrí èyí, igba, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta àti ẹgbẹ̀rún náírà owó àtijọ́ náà ni yóò wà fún káràkátà lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí láìsí àní-àní tí ìgbẹ́jọ́ mìíràn yóò fi wáyé. Ìkan nínú èròǹgbà ilé iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣàkóso olú ìlú Nàìjíríà Abuja ní láti ṣèpèsè fún aráàlú bó ti wù kó rí ètò ìlera tó péye ní èyí tí ó ní abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára nínú lóòrèkóòrè àti èròjà kò tó nǹkan tí ń ṣara lóore kó gbilẹ̀ fáwọn ènìyàn. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Ifeanyi Zumba jábọ̀ wípé èyí ló mú kí igbákejì mínísítà ìlú Àbújá Ramatu Tijani Aliu tún ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ilé ètò ìlera sí ìletò Kàrìṣí l'Àbújá fún ìrọ̀rùn aráàlú. Àjọ tó ń gbógun ti ìwà ọ̀kánjúwà ti képe àwọn lọ́gàálọ́gàá ní iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣàkóso ìlú Àbújá FCTA láti rí dájú pé wọ́n jọ wà ní tùbínùbí kí ètò ìfòpin sí ìwà ọ̀kánjúwà tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ ń ké gbàjáre rẹ̀ ó lè kẹsẹ̀ járe bó ti wù kó rí. Ọ̀nàzè Yakub aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wá ṣàlàyé wípé níbi ayẹyẹ ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kan l'Àbújá ní alága àjọ náà ọ̀mọ̀wé Isa Mohammed ti fìdí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lélẹ̀. Túròyìn náà ní kò ní jù báyìí lọ o. Ìmúlò nìkan mú agbọ̀nsà ẹ̀ lónìí họ́wùhọ́wù. Èmi rẹ̀ lájọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yìí o. Ẹ jẹ́ aṣẹ́kọ̀dára ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láòjí o. Ká sùn láyọ̀.